What's up, guys? It's PME Volleyball, and we're back at it with another vlog. Today, we got Team USA taking on Bulgaria. We are going to do a player close-up. It is a member of Team Bulgaria in specific. His name is Simeon Nikolov. He is only 17 years old, playing on one of the biggest stages on earth. It is truly incredible for somebody at that age to be doing what he is doing. You might have heard of his older brother, Alex Nikolov, who previously played at Long Beach State, which is a Division I men's volleyball program. Funny enough, Simeon is also committed to playing there in the fall, so I absolutely cannot wait to watch his matchup against Team USA and see how he does. If you guys like these videos, make sure to leave a like, comment down below who you got, Team USA or Bulgaria, and make sure to subscribe if you're new. Without further ado, let's walk into the gym, yeah? So as I said before, in today's matchup of Team USA and Bulgaria, I really wanted to take a closer look at the 17-year-old prodigy, Simeon Nikolov. Most 17-year-olds are your typical high school students, but you'll see every once in a while a young athlete separate from his peers and start to make a name for himself. The 6'7" 17-year-old was entrusted with running the Bulgaria offense for week 1 of the men's VNLs. I think one of the reasons that you see athletes from different countries succeed at such a young age in their careers, it's because from the very beginning of these athletes' careers, they're practically playing against grown men. That's just the type of experience that'll really elevate your game as a young volleyball player. This really differs from the American sports system, because I don't know the experience you had as a volleyball player, but mine followed the lines of this. Pretty much my whole club volleyball experience was just playing against kids from teams that were the same age as me, and I did this for 5 or 6 years. And while I did find myself improving over those 5 to 6 years, and would find myself playing against teams that were much better than me, especially the ones from California, at the end of the day, I was playing the game of volleyball at the pace I was supposed to at my given age, and the game would gradually get faster and faster as I got older. And as for the case of Simeon Nikolov, it seems that he really didn't have that gradual change in pace and tempo of the game that most American volleyball players would experience. And instead, from only the age of 17, he's surrounding himself and playing with some of the best volleyball players in the entire world, and he belongs right there with them. So I guess if you were looking for a singular piece of advice on how you could get better at volleyball, I would recommend constantly being the worst volleyball player in the room of people that you surround yourself with, and those will give you both plenty of opportunities to get better and tons of experience. So as the players are warming up and preparing for their match, let me know down in the comments who you think's gonna win, Simeon Nikolov and the nation of Bulgaria, or Team USA. Let's jump right into it. What's up, guys? PME Volleyball here. The game's about to start. It's very loud in here. Got my TikTok recording phone right here. Hopefully about to get some good shots. It's currently around 9:09 p.m. Kind of a late volleyball match, not gonna lie to you. It's like 2 p.m. in the afternoon in the states where I'm from right now, so there is that. The time difference is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie to you. Got a challenge here early in the first, and basically what a challenge does is each coach gets, I think, 2 of them, and they're allowed to review pretty much any play. So if they disagree with a call, which some things in volleyball, they're hard to get right, coaches are able to challenge those plays, and then they'll get a second review using all the cameras that are set up in the building, so they make sure that they get it right. The other thing about the VNLs that I picked up on is that there's no line refs or line judges. They have really high-tech technology that knows exactly where the ball hits the court, and if it hits in inbounds or out of bounds, it kind of replaces the need of a line judge in a way. I don't know what Bulgaria was trying to challenge there, but it was unsuccessful, so it doesn't even matter. guys, I just got to touch a volleyball. I feel so special. My life is complete. I've done it. We can go home now. Bulgaria just got an ace, and the ball touched about maybe 1/4 of an inch of the end line with the VNL technology. So that's crazy. It's crazy how precise that technology can be, really. Sorry guys, I had to text my mom real quick, let her know I'm still alive. Just noticed that every single player on Bulgaria, pretty much, last name ends with OV, ov. That's just got to be a Bulgarian thing, right? Pretty cool though. Makes for some pretty sick last names if you ask me. They sound very powerful, kind of like the Bulgaria players' serves. They're absolutely hammering them right now. Oh, ace by Bulgaria, just paints the line. What a serve. Ball almost hit me. I wouldn't have complained, but it was about this close. Taking my head off. That would have been pretty epic, actually. I wish it would have happened. Maybe next time. Bulgaria fans in the house. There's like maybe 100 of them. That's pretty cool. How close is Bulgaria to Antalya, Turkey? I don't know if they're like neighbors or not. I'm never good with geography. But yeah, go Bulgaria. Way to represent it. There's maybe 7 other Americans in here, so just to put that into perspective, I guess. Longest challenge ever. They're debating a block touch right now, and they can't seem to figure it out. And I think the Bulgarians are starting to get a little angry, I'm not going to lie to you. The block touch? Yes, no, replay. There was a block touch. Wow. Wow. Don't think the Bulgarians are happy with this one. Oh my goodness, that was nasty. What a set and what a hit. That was absolutely filthy, my word. Oh, another ball. There you go. Second ball touch of the game. Let's go. I gotta pee. I'll see you guys in a second. And that concludes the Team USA Bulgaria matchup. Bulgaria did end up winning 3-1, 4-setter. Simeon Nikolov was just absolutely incredible. That guy is 17 years old, balling out on a stage like that. I mean, he's the complete package when it comes to a setter. He's super tall, he's able to block, he's got a wicked serve on him, and he's allowed to be, and he can be offensive when he wants to. Just so cool to see somebody be able to play at such a high level at that age. We are gonna grab our stuff and head back to the hotel now. It's around 10:14, see if we can get some sort of late dinner, and then we will go from there. But yeah, heck of a match. Team USA, they battled hard. It was definitely a competitive one, that's for sure, and super fun to watch and be a part of. So let's get going. What's up, guys? Good to see you again. This is post USA game PME tuning in. I thought to end today's vlog, it would be a good idea to put out a poll on my Instagram post that says, ask me anything, and take a look at some of the questions that you guys have for me and see if I can give you some answers. So we are just about finishing up week 2 of my trip here. We have been in Brazil. We spent the last week in Turkey, and we are headed to a mystery destination in a couple of days from now that I will not reveal at this time. But let's go through some of these questions, take a look, and see if I can give you some answers. What got you into volleyball? That's a great question. So long story short, I wasn't good at soccer. I sucked at basketball, and my parents wanted me to do a sport. I tried cross country and track, but I realized pretty quickly that I didn't like running, and so that didn't leave me with a ton of options. I tried out for my middle school volleyball team in 7th grade, and my coach took a liking to me. I'd never played volleyball before that, and I made the team. And that is kind of the moment where I really started to fall in love with the game. Later that spring, I would end up playing club for the first time, and then for the next 8-9 years of my life, here I am playing volleyball, as it is my favorite sport. Without a question in my mind, it is my favorite sport. What is the environment like? I'm assuming you're talking about the VNL matches, and I will say especially when there is a home team competing in one of these venues. So like when we were in Brazil and Brazil was competing against USA, there were 11 to 12,000 fans in that stadium, and the environment was just absolutely nuts. It was one of the craziest things I had ever been a part of in my life. It's just so neat to see some of the raw passion that some of these countries have for their home teams. We watched Poland play USA the other day, and Poland had a couple hundred fans there that had traveled to come watch Poland play in Turkey. So it really is a neat environment. You can see that there's a lot of passion, and even there being language barriers between the two sides of the net. Like one team speaks one language, and most likely the other team speaks a completely different language. So you really just see different brands of volleyball come out through the teams that are competing from their respective nations, and it's really cool to see. Did you pick your position? I actually did not pick my position. My position was picked for me when I was younger. My middle school volleyball coach knew I was a lefty, and from that moment, he made me a setter. Given I wasn't super tall at the time, I was probably around like 5'9", 5'10". I ended up growing to 6'3", so that gave me an advantage being a setter as I am today, having learned the skills and the position at an early age. I'm glad I did when I did, because it's really helped me embrace the role of being a setter on my volleyball team as I am now today. What is your favorite VNL team? So obviously 100% I gotta say Team USA for both the men's and the women's, but the most entertaining teams that I've watched that aren't from USA would be Poland for the men's. I just find that team to be absolutely polarizing. At the time of recording, they haven't lost a match in like 27 consecutive games. It's almost a year without losing. So they're just on a whole different level right now. And when it comes to the women's game, I was super impressed with Brazil. They are quite a phenomenal volleyball team, have some super talented players. Both of their outsides I'm a huge fan of, as well as their setter. How do you feel about the Bulgaria versus USA match? I felt that USA really played hard in this one, and it was a pretty competitive match all the way out. I think there were just a matter of a few points here and a few points there that really swung the game. But Bulgaria, that's a good team, man. And from what I was told afterwards, they're a very young squad. So just like Team USA is a pretty young squad, so is Bulgaria. And I think that it was a great matchup. I loved seeing Team USA rally to take the third set there and start the process of making a comeback in the game. But unfortunately, they were not able to. But I was super impressed, especially with Simon Nikolov, 17 years old, playing as well as he did on a stage that big. Like I've said it before, but it's just absolutely nuts. He's just going to develop into a really great setter, and he already has so many good skills now. My plan is to follow him in his journey as he goes to Long Beach this fall to compete at the Division I level in the United States. I'm just super excited to watch how he does being in the United States. Who's in the 2024 VNL finals this year, both men and women? Okay, I'm going to give my complete honest guesses here, and we can come back to this moment when the VNLs are over and see how well I did. But if I were to pick for the women's first, I'm going to have Turkey versus the USA for women's in the finals, and I think Turkey wins that game 3-1. For the men's, I'm going to take Poland versus France. I think both of those squads are insanely talented. France obviously was our last gold Olympic medal winner, and Poland has been dominating the sport ever since. So I think those are the two best men's teams right now, Poland and France. I would take Poland in a 5-game stunner, and for the women, women's, I'm taking Turkey over USA in a 3-1 victory. Are you coming to Japan? Maybe. Favorite part of Brazil? My favorite part of the Brazil trip was just being able to be in that culture. It's one that I've seen through social media and TV for the longest time, and just being able to be in a place like that for a week, it was absolutely one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life, and I'm super grateful that I had the opportunity to do that and watch my favorite sport on top of that, which is volleyball. So it was just a really neat place to be at. I did a lot of cool things. I would recommend you go check out those earlier vlogs so you get my full adventures there. And this is a good one to end it off on. What is your favorite part of the VNL? I think the Volleyball Nations League does a great job when it comes to the entertainment side of volleyball. Both stadiums that I've been in so far have done such a great job creating an exciting environment for the fans to watch and be a part of. And when you're able to be there in person, I think there's a lot of experiences that you can have as a fan that'll make watching the game of volleyball more enjoyable. And I think they do a really great job of that. So that's been my favorite part of the VNL so far, because the inner volleyball fan in me, I feel like, is satisfied every time I go to a VNL match. So yeah, guys, that concludes a quick little Q&A to end today's vlog. It was a great match that we were able to witness against USA versus Bulgaria. There's one more Team USA match that happens tomorrow, and then we are packing up and heading to our next destination. I cannot believe how fast the time is flying by. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to leave a big thumbs up on it. Comment down below what city you think I'm traveling to next, and make sure to subscribe if you're new. We're posting vlogs every other day for pretty much the rest of the summer. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.